Hey, Sean.
Hey.
Ready to get at it?
Yeah, I am. I am.
Hopefully it'll be busy, but at least be fun. Wardrobe?
Yep. All right. This is going to be my uniform for today. Where do you want me to change?
There's a bathroom right over underneath the stairs.
Okay. I'll do it. Under the stairs. It's like where Harry Potter lives. Right down there. Jimmy. Privacy, please.
I guess we better give you the guided tour so you know where you're at,
Okay.
right?
All right.
Okay. This store was across the street in a mall and was one of the few all tropical fish Pier 1 import stores. This land became available, built the building and moved that fish store into here. It was called The Reef. We took it over about the end of '97, and the logical name to me seemed Austin Aqua-Dome. All our freshwater stuff is downstairs.
Okay.
We are in the process of changing some of the tanks over, display tanks.
Yeah, these are great.
These used to be 15 gallons. This allowed me to put 20 more tanks in.
Really?
In this space.
By like doing one bigger tank and compartmentalizing.
Yeah, because the gallon, I made them wider, so the gallonage is about what 2 of these took up.
Right.
So I added a third one per row, so we got 20 more tanks.
Nice.
In this business, you have to have fish to look at to be successful. Because people go to look at fish, and you're hoping when they're there to buy other stuff. So the guys are changing water. You want to meet some of the crew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
This is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle and Sean. Nice to meet
She's been with us about a little over a year,
A little
right?
over a year now, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And still likes it. That's remarkable.
That's good.
Jeremy,
Nice to meet
this
you.
is Sean.
Nice to meet
He's
you.
with Fritz. Jeremy's been with us for
Going on 6
6
now.
years, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I answered a help wanted ad for a local store in Austin, full line, in 1973. I've been doing this a pretty long time. Soon after I got into fish, I didn't have any fish at the time, but I'd always been interested in animals, and this is where I am today. So our shrimp tanks. Then upstairs is all our saltwater.
Right. This is kind of like my favorite part of the Aqua-Dome. It's like the rounded staircase here, and then you open up to this awesome saltwater segment.
This is Hunter. I think you've met Sean before.
I
think.
believe I have, yeah. Sean,
how
nice to
are you,
meet
buddy?
you. Good, good. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't think I've ever noticed that and not really realized that it's a massive opening there. That's kind of a pretty rare tank
Yep.
there, right? Very
It
cool.
is one of the basically Scopus hybrids.
Yeah, and yeah, you guys are really maximizing the space here. So you can see, guys, there's fish everywhere. Saltwater fish come from all over the world. It's really cool to kind of see them in one place. You get to take something from the ocean, bring it to your living room at home or your bedroom.
This is new. This has specialty corals in it usually, but we had to get the tank rebuilt because one of our customers' his son had grabbed a piece of glass rock and was carving in our acrylic tank.
Oh, and you're like, oh, hi.
Yeah.
You're so cute.
Yeah. Can I have this?
Cool, I like the pond. You have like a top-down view.
Yeah. Here's our ray, our newest ray.
You even got, so this is a cucumber here, right? And the cool thing about a cucumber, it's like the pro and the con, right? Like it's amazing looking, very colorful. But if this cucumber becomes unhappy, you might have an issue on your hands, because if they become threatened or very unhappy, they can release a toxin in your aquarium and wipe out everything. So kind of you have to know what you're doing.
The hot dog cucumbers like that, not much, but there is one variety called a sea apple, which is
A sea apple, right?
certainly can wipe out a whole tank.
So-
It doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
Gary's being very nice about me being incorrect. He's like, well, not usually.
We don't worry about internet presence. We don't really worry about internet competitors. The only person that can put you out of business is yourself. So we strive to do what we do and do it well. And I think as long as we do that, our customers will support us.
Pond season in Texas kind of starts early, right?
Starts early and goes longer.
Yep.
But we still, about the end of March is when we we really do anything.
Wow. Not everybody does pond at the retail stores.
We have the land here, so
Right.
we are one of the few that can do. If it has to do with fish, we pretty much do it.
And these, I imagine, aren't for sale?
These are just display.
Right,
One thing, we wouldn't be able to catch them out of there anyway.
right.
The only way to catch them out of there is if you're a raccoon. These are our turtles.
These, they like to hang out together here on this rock.
Getting some nice sun if they can. These are basically all rescues.
Okay, yep. Redded
People
slider.
find them crossing the street and bring them to us. We got too many now, but all our lilies are in individual pots. Customer comes, you just pull it out and sell it to them.
We'll all tag on with Hunter and let me know when you guys are ready for lunch. I'll order lunch for everybody.
Oh, okay. The big freeze of 2 years ago, when we were out of power for 60 hours, we lost our main display tank. So you talk about $17,000, $18,000 worth of stuff in one tank, and lost a fair amount of stuff in the saltwater section. Freshwater fared much better. When you can finally get back into the store, because we couldn't even get up here, and to see all of that carnage is pretty traumatic.
Jimmy, these clowns are hosting some eggs down here.
Yeah.
And, oh wow, that looks so cool. So inside of this aquarium, you know, unless you were to move those eggs, as you saw in one of our last videos with Absolutely Fish, you're not gonna,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to
The food
see
they eat
this.
is so tiny.
Right. Jimmy, if you're not familiar with this one is the panther grouper. This guy here, that is kind of hiding down here. One of my most favorite fish, very colorful. He gets massive though, so you have to know what you're signing up for with a panther grouper because he's gonna get like this big. All right, check out this, Jimmy. This is a harlequin shrimp. What's really cool about the harlequin shrimp, even though it's like amazingly beautiful, you really have to know what it eats. Only exclusively starfish.
A harlequin shrimp will eat one of these chocolate chip stars in about a week.
Right, they'll feed them while they eat them, right? Like refrigeration.
I don't know what they do to them, but once they get on the star, it's immobilized, but not killed. So they just slowly eat them. This guy, I love this guy. He is called a slipper lobster. Very funky looking lobster with shovel claws.
Wow, I don't think I've even seen that before.
What I found out first about him was that he eats anemones. I originally put him in the anemone tank over there, and I picked him up to show somebody, and he had a bubble tip anemone half in his mouth.
You still see stuff that you've never seen before. It's always challenging. There's no getting around that you're dealing with live animals. The customer may want something, but sometimes you got to say, no, I just can't do that. Because your first responsibility is for the animals that you have.
Let's see, the most important thing that we need done. I scraped algae on these tanks on Tuesday before I left, but these are pretty yucky.
Okay, all right.
I got an algae pad for you back here.
This one's really cool, Jimmy. This is actually a freshwater fish. You recognize that, Molly? But mollies acclimate to saltwater pretty easily.
This is a cool little dude, a leaf scorpion fish. Great fish, but he only eats live food, so I come and get little ghost shrimps for him from time to time, or set up a little freshwater tank to keep some on hand. One of them gets some up. There he goes.
Oh, wow.
No, I appreciate, Sean,
Yes.
while editing the videos, the fact that you actually go and do all of it. It's not just one or two, just for the camera.
Yeah.
You do all of it.
You know, I actually want to contribute to what they're doing here. A lot of times with Fritz, I'm invited to do annual sales and come help out at the store during the annual sale. They'll have a lot of customers there. And I just jump in and catch fish with them. It's fun. I feel like I'm like back in Dallas with Aquarium and helping out with my crew and get to know the team so much better. It helps so much more long term with getting feedback about what they're doing there, what they like and need. Jimmy, you want to go downstairs and do some freshwater stuff? All right. Well, this is like has a half circle pattern, you know, like because it's in the dome, and it just makes it just more interesting. You're like always coming around the corner to see what fish is next. Do you need some help?
Yeah, go ahead and just lay those like kind of flat, make them look all nice. Yeah, right there. Kind of fill out the rest of the shelves.
I've done this before. No fish stuff to do, no.
He's doing all the fish stuff today.
Okay.
Okay, that one?
Okay.
This one? And
One of those?
Yes.
Okay.
The
Black lionhead?
and one of these, either one.
Now, I learned a trick at Absolutely Fish. Look at that. See that, Jimmy? So the only thing I do that most fellow employees don't like is the way I rubber band, because you can't, you know, fold it over and pop it off. I just make it a one use. There you go. One down, two to go. All right.
So any one of those.
Anyone?
Pick the prettiest one.
I'm gonna pick the prettiest one. Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go with this one. This
Okay,
one looks
good.
solid.
No, not that one.
Not this one.
No.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
All right. Which one?
Okay, that one.
Okay. All right. She said I could pick it. She changed her mind.
She did.
You know, it's kind of how you can get a girl to tell you where she wants to eat for lunch too. She's like, oh, I don't care. You pick any place. Just pick one. Okay. Okay. All right, we've got 3 fish. These ones are already spoken for, ma'am.
Darn it.
Okay.
Can't have 'em.
I can't have them?
No.
No, ma'am.
Well, I just had that look in my eye, didn't I?
No, I saw you peeking over at what's inside these bags.
I'm guilty.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your goldfish.
All right, great.
I think you picked right on that black one.
Oh, good.
There you go. Get your water.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, how did I do?
Pretty good.
You got it? I'm passed?
You want to do some plants?
I do. Okay. What was our Absolutely Fish girl's name?
Isha.
Isha. Where is Isha right now?
What would Isha do?
So do you want me to float these for a little bit first, or? Okay, right in. Okay. Don't float up. Jets Pizza.
And there's plenty. This one's all right.
That one's
looks
yours.
That looks like good stuff.
Looking pretty good so far. It's got a solid start. The cheese stretch. That's pretty good, right, Jimmy? Okay. You know the rules. 1 bite. That's pretty good. It's not outrageous. I don't know if it's really standing out for me. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. There's your rating.
Not as easy to jump into as it used to be, but it's rewarding, it's fun, it's heartbreaking, it's everything all wrapped up into a business, and that's because you're dealing with livestock.
We're gonna bag up a lily.
All right, I think this is the one we're going to sell today.
Okay.
So pull the whole pot out.
All right. There
That looks good.
you go. Okay.
All right. All right. We're going to set it down in there. Put it in there. And it's ready to go.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
This is not complicated.
All right. So did someone call and buy this?
No.
Oh, are we putting it
That's
back?
just show. Yeah, we're going to put it back. You did a good job, actually. You can just set it right here. We'll take it out here.
You should call the parent of the.
He paid for the new one.
Is he gonna take home his masterpiece? He'll want that later on. Tell his kid.